All right. Introducing the database resurrection version 00. Okay, hold on. Let me send it over to your Slack. Oh, it is a different link. Okay, cool. Check Slack. That's the new link. And we's ready to go. You see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Let me see. How do I annotate? Okay, cool. So let me see here. Float media hide video panel. Okay, I think this is right. I always do it wrong. Okay. Okay, anyway, you can see this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is the straight resurrection database campaign or whatever. So basically what this does is it allows you to import a big ass list, throw it in here. As soon as you import it, you send it to one bulk request, which is going to be right here, bulk request. And you just create it through right here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll show you how to do that. I'm just running really quick through it. As soon as you do that, it's going to be imported into here and start firing off those messages, okay? Now, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can blast 1,000 at a time, and it's going to do like 15 per second, I think, is the way it does it, or 15 per minute, I forget. The software, the Convert Client software, trademark, it like queues up the list. So it's like 15 per minute or 15 per second. I don't remember, honestly, whatever. But you kind of want to segment it at 100 to 300 per day, because if you get like a 8% appointment booking rate from this to a warm audience, you know, somebody that already knows you, that's a lot of freaking people. You know what I mean? Like, so just off the top of my head, like 300 times 0.08%, which is realistic. That's 24 appointments, and that's like per day if you're finding off a big ass list. Now, if it's 100, then we're talking about 8 people, you know? So whatever they can handle, if you're doing this for a business, if you're doing this for an agency or whatever it is. So, but basically they start going into here. Now, the way I have this one set up is that you slide it over here to rejected, or it pops over here to responded automatically if they respond. Now, I'll show you another one that we have where we have it loaded up and it's automatically doing that. So we have a couple of things right here where it's automatically pushing them to responded based off a trigger, okay? So I'll go ahead and copy that trigger in here if I can find it, Jesus. So we got DR replied, move to responded. So each one is like a specific reply. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's how it works. You can pause this, go back to it, whatever. But basically, if they reply to this campaign, then it's going to move them over to that responded tab. Okay. And I'll make sure that this is in that one. Straight. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay. Now in here, back to the little one, right here, if they rejected, like if they said no, because GoHighLevel can determine if it says yes or no intent, then it's going to pull right over to here. So the way we do that is on this right here. So you select the campaign. So if it's this offer version 1, offer version 2, then intent type, you can say positive or negative, and that's how you select if they reject it or if they respond and maybe accept it or even opt in. Okay. Do you understand that? Okay.
Yeah.
So no matter what the campaign is, if it's version 1, version 2, you can have a positive yes, and it could be yeah, sure, okay, great, awesome, whatever the heck means yes to you. There's some natural language processing in here that that still catches that. And if it's a no, nah, no thanks, even though you said thanks, it said no thanks. They'll determine that that's a negative response. So that's built in here. Okay, now let me see real quick. So after that, basically, all you need to do is it's going to slide it over here. Now, if you go in here and the new lead is saying like, yes, I want this, then all you have to do right here is schedule them for an appointment. And then it's done and it's created. So appointment, let's say 3:30. Awesome. It's going to send it to my stuff. Okay, great. Cool. And it's confirmed. I don't have the thing turned on, but oh yeah, I do. Okay. You see how it automatically switched it over here? You see that? So it automatic. Yeah. I didn't realize it was on. I didn't realize the triggers were on, but it automatically switches over here. Okay. Now, if they no show, you slide them over here, and it fires off another sequence that they no showed. Okay. Yep. Hopefully they do show up and they behave like good little leads. But that's pretty much it. Now, the way the campaigns look, this is going to vary depending on what you're doing. Okay. So the way this is for a service-orientated type of business. So I'll give you an example. So version 1 offer. I have, hey, it's Rachel at blah, blah, blah at David's freaking home service company. Just checking to make sure you got your AC checkup scheduled before it starts getting hot. What time works best for you, morning or evening? So when we use something like this in an in-demand service, like we were getting tons of bookings. I had to turn it off every time I turned it on. So basically, and still, because we do it like about once a month, and still, even though we've changed the wording since then, since it's not hot. So version 2. So you see how that's an sorry, not an open-ended. It's a binary question. So morning or evening. So this other one asks more of like a yes or no, like, do you still need to get your schedule? But it kind of leaves it a little bit open-ended. It's still binary because they can still answer yes or no, but just a different type of question, something to get a response out of. So you can just split test different types of offers, you know, to see what response you get, basically. And then we have it set up to where, let me go back right here real quick. So right here, you can set it up to where it automatically does a reactivation. So it automatically goes into another sequence like afterwards. So basically what you can do is make them loop. The way you do that is you you remove this, sorry. Oh wait, no, you keep that, sorry. You set this up for, say you want it every 120 days. So 120 days, right? Okay, 9 a.m., whatever, boom. So it's set for 120 days to wait right now. And then you just set up the next campaign, boom, right there. Just save it. Oh, wait, and you allow multiple, and boom. And then the way you loop it back around is you go to this other one, you edit the wait step, and you set it for 120 days. Now it's going to go back and forth between those two. It's going to go back and forth between offer number 2 and offer number 1 every quarter now. So it's going to do 4 database reactivations every quarter until they respond or they schedule a booking, because then it's going to pull them out of that campaign. The way it does that, is right here. There's a stop on response selected. So it stops on their response. And then the other way it does that is if they book, then we have, where is it? Oh, hold on. If they book, we want to pull them from the, so this it's not in here, but if they book, we want to remove them from all campaigns. And we actually want that step to be up top. So I have that removed because I don't always have it looping around, because we want to manually do the resurrections, do the database reactivation resurrections or whatever manually. Okay, but if you want it automated once a quarter, then you would just put that remove from all campaigns as the top step. So pretty much you would just use it as this one. Okay, here, I'll set that up actually. Add to campaign, bam. Was it this one? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. And then I think that's pretty much everything, right? That's pretty straightforward. And then there's that other video that kind of goes through like a whole version of one again. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, one more thing. Okay, so to actually do this, you need to do an import. So this is like the first step out of everything. So you go in here.
Yeah, so I did an import, but it kind of showed failed. I didn't have names. I just had phone numbers, and that's it.
Okay, so if you just put a field as a name and just like make it random, just leave out, like you could just put like lead 1, lead 2, and just do the Excel drop down like all the way through 5,000. And then you just don't say, hey, first name. You know, you just say, hey, blah, blah, blah.
It's
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so for the offer, make sure, so for the bulk request, make sure you click leads, and then you want to have them tagged. So you want to have it lead 1, group like 1 through 100 or 1 through 1,000, and then just separate them like that. Copy it down. There's some fancy ways you can make it automated and go through like every 50 to change the number, but I would just do it like manually. It's really not that difficult. It's actually harder to maintain that formula.
But do you need to have like everything filled out in the Excel sheet or not? So what are the most important rows you need to fill out for it to accept the Excel sheet? Do you know maybe?
Yes. Yeah. So if you're doing a database that's text, a database resurrection that's text based, then you just need name. And so first name, last name, if you want to separate them, full name, which again, if you're not, if they're cold leads, then just fill it out with whatever. And then you want to have their phone number. Okay.
And that's
after that, yeah. After that, you're good to go.
Okay, perfect. So I need to have like a name at least. Fake one.
That's probably why it failed. Yeah, because it only has phone number information. Basically, it would probably be assigning. It doesn't merge those duplicates, but like it's probably confusing the crap out of the software, you know. So you at least want to give it as much data as possible. And you can include zip, city, state, like all that stuff if you want, just to give it more data to separate those contacts. You know, whatever you want to do. Also for text and for ringless voicemail, if you want to run them through the DNC, good idea. If not, don't worry about it. But pretty much it. Once you click this button, sorry, real quick. The reason you select tags is because you want to select which group they're in. So if it's group 1 through 1,000, that's what you're selecting. So I'm going to select group 12. You add it. And then right here, hold on one second.
I think you maybe already added this because it says finished.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm doing it backwards. Okay. So import is right here. Okay. So add a contact, import the contacts. I apologize. It's right over here. Okay. So this is where you select the file and you map it. It's very easy to follow all the steps right here and everything like that. So I can go through that. Hold on one second.
No, it's fine. I already went through that. I just needed to be sure which row needs to be filled out for it to accept it.
Yeah. Let me pull it because I don't mind going through that here. Okay, so I'm just selecting a boom right here. So I'm gonna do let's see, this blast right here. So where we got company name, I think this was even a commercial blast. So first name, last name, all that. You got to match it up. Phone number, phone, and then let's see, tag one. Let's see here, tag. Oh, tags. Where's it at? Okay, tags. Whoa. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, and then continue. I don't want to import that damn database. Actually, it won't do it all the way, so just go ahead and go. So you see how this looks? Boom, that's how it should look. I have the tags separated. If you want to do multiple tags, then you comma separated values in that cell, and just like that. So I'm going to press continue. Update them with the data documented if an existing contact is already in the database. So continue. It's going to ask you one last time if you want to tag this whole upload with a specific tag. And that's how you do it right here. So I'm going to be like, practice will delete one. Okay. So we don't get in trouble.
What if I put a same tag on the Excel and here? What will happen?
Oh, I don't know. You only need to put it once. So actually, you don't need to put that tag there.
Here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just adding it there so like I can remove it. Well, I'm about to show you a cool little thing because we can undo an import. So watch this. So I pull it in. Hopefully this doesn't take too damn long. Sometimes it does.
Oh yeah, it's working for me now also.
Okay, cool. After you
yes, so you need to have first name, last name, and then it works.
Yeah, yeah. Let me just show you because you can undo this real quick. Almost done. Almost done. Come on.
And we're off to the race.
Yeah.
The start of the race. Fuck, I messed this up.
Okay, here we go. All right, ready in 1, 2. Fuck you, faster. Okay, there we go.
Happy New Year.
Okay, cool. So over here in imports, you can go and undo that. So you click right there.
I saw that.
Undo it. Now, let's go back to bulk request because remember we did a bulk request earlier and I forgot to do the first thing because I wasn't thinking, but whatever. So you do a bulk request, name it whatever, select the campaign they're going into, select the time you want it to go. So let's say tomorrow at that time, okay? Pick leads and then pick the tag. Remember we imported all those tags that we saw? Look at all these damn tags that populated. And then remember I put that tag on all of them at the end. Practice will delete one. Okay. Boom. Voila. And that's how you do a database reactivation, and that's how you schedule it. Okay. Sorry, database resurrection. Okay, I'm gonna delete that so I don't accidentally send all those fucking people.
And they will get the resurrection, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Voila, it's done. Convert clients, automation, badassness. Okay, cool.
What about when you schedule, let's say, request, so sending an SMS? Do I need to change the time zone in the settings, or it has a default time zone? So, for example, I want to send this request from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time. Do I need to change the time zone in the settings of this like company account, or?
So you want to send them so you want to send this offer only during a certain time, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So right here, you would set that time up and you would just make sure that your clients, even if your client is your agency over here, is set up right here.
Time
Central.
Zone. Okay. So I need to make sure in the settings, then I can put the custom time I want, and it will be based on that time zone. Perfect.
Yeah. And just one quick note: if are you planning on doing the loop, or you think you're just going to do it one schedule at a time? What do you think?
I think it will be just like one message. That's it. Like one schedule at a time.
No loop. Okay.
Yeah, no
so,
loop. Because it's a cold outreach.
Yeah, yeah.
It
So
will
don't
be a
worry
test.
about doing this. Don't worry about doing this or this. That changed on mine. It's not updated on yours. So don't worry about that. And just and you can actually, if you don't want duplicates, you can actually deselect that. Because say if on that list you have duplicates on there, you want to remove that. And if you're doing a cold list and it's like for the agency or for a specific niche, I would create a new separate account just for that one. So that way you can just do prospecting for that and keep it separate from all your other stuff. The only downside is you're going to have to pay $1 per month unused for that Twilio number. But yeah, $1 per month. Okay. But you can delete that number right here.
Yeah.
So they actually created that. It's a new thing.
That's new. Yeah, I didn't saw it like a week ago, and now I see the deletion icon, which is perfect.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
going to Twilio and deleting a phone number is a pain in the ass. I mean, it's simple, but it's still a pain in the ass.
Very much so. Okay, cool. We can on to the next order of biz. Right? Done?
What order of this?
Our order of biz. We're done with the recording, right?
Yeah, done.
All
Because
right.
I will
Boom,
have to
done.
go in like
Nobody
15.
look at this. Sensitive.
Yeah.
My intellectual property. Sit 20 minutes, stand, and then move 2 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so let me